again, it's not, given what's likely to be out there astronomically, it's not implausible that intelligent aliens exist somewhere out there in the galaxy and beyond. It's not completely implausible that they could travel and visit. None of that is, you can't rule that out, of course. And then it just comes down to what's the nature of your evidence. And scientists, of course, want repeatability too. So a single sighting is not useful at all, because you can't do anything with it. You know, that's why physical evidence is important, because you could pass it around and do something with it and scrutinize it, and different people can scrutinize it. Send it around the world and have all the labs compare their results. But a single sighting, there's nothing you can do with that. And let's home in on a subset of sightings where there's high quality data, multiple types of data that's verifiable. And
well, I wonder why the discussion of, because what the government did not say is that there's aliens. They just said there's UAPs. They're just admitting that the UAPs exist. They're just saying we don't know. That's all. That's what they ended up saying.
Right.
But I grew up when there was like ET and, you know, you're all these. It was so big, the idea of, you know, the movie Contact, the whole, in my life, it's been such a big concept. I'm just curious why, like, the public didn't seem to have a shock that they might have had 50 years ago. Like, I imagine that might be, I mean, for someone like you, I completely understand why that would be. But for the average person, even just hearing that the government saying, yes, there's objects we don't understand what they are, why there's not the public reaction to it, if they're just disinterested or maybe just overload from the media, or I don't know.
Well, and then there's people been in the US, especially people have been in the amniotic fluid of UFOs since Roswell. So it's, you know, almost a century ago now. And, you know, and so they're just used to this. It's just part of the cultural landscape. I mean, we just had Obama just yesterday having to clarify a statement he made in a podcast where he said, oh yeah, the aliens exist. And then that went viral, so he realized he had to elaborate a bit. So he did a social media post which said what the scientists would say. It's very likely that there's a lot of worlds out there, and it's likely that there's life on some of them, but the distances of time and space are huge, so it's very unlikely they came here.